Welcome back to Motion with Sportsman. And today it's top six therapy. It's been a minute, but the man have assembled. I got Shows here wearing blue. Surprisingly, I don't know why he's doing that. But Shows, how you feeling, my boy?
I am good, man. Big panel, do you know what I'm saying? Got the boy Prince, got Errol. But yeah, I'm all well, man. I can't complain. Just been working. I'm in blue today, but I'm feeling red still. You get me? I ain't gonna lie. I've watched that. I've watched the highlights about 10 times. I watched the full game back. You get me? I'm good, bro. I'm ready to talk. But yeah, introduce the rest of the panel, man.
We got Errol, the one and only man, repping Liverpool. My guy,
As
we saying,
always.
man.
Big up. Thank you for having us on, lads. I appreciate it. We're just, you know what? I'm thriving. Liverpool are surviving. That's the setting right around here at the minute. So I feel good. Obviously the mood in the city and around the team is still a little bit underwhelming, and I'm sure we'll get into it as to why. But yeah, man, Champions League this week. That's where we just have to kind of shift our focus and hope that we can get our foot firmly in that top 8 space. So then we're just seeded, and then we can just pattern that around the 16 and hopefully get a good draw. So yeah, still plenty to ride out for this season, but as it stands, yeah, it's not looking good, bro.
It's not looking good. Hey, and then we got Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What you telling us,
What's
my
good?
guy?
What's
Repping
good? What's
Arsenal.
good, man? Princeton talks. You get me? Top of the table. Take your pick. Just stay enjoying life, innit? Living in the moment, fam. You get me?
I hear it. I hear it, my guy. I
Can I
hear
say?
it. Hey, that is too funny. But listen, without further ado, let's get into it. You see in the title, Carrick's new look at United. And yeah, bro, guys. Obviously, you're gonna let the guys that came on. What do you think of United so far, winning 2-0 against Man City on the weekend? What's your early thoughts?
Before you go, Errol,
Yeah.
guys, please, Motion with Sports, go and follow these man, innit? I'm literally gonna put their stuff in right now. I know Errol's on Redman TV, so you'll see him there, but I'm gonna give his personal Insta and make sure you go and follow Prince, innit? The guy is doing content, consistency.
No, he is.
Yeah, yeah. So go and follow him, innit? But yeah, sorry, carry on, my bro.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it's still early days, so I can appreciate Manchester United fans getting gassed because obviously it's a big derby game. City have obviously been the noisy neighbours for a minute now, but I think there's also a reality to this Manchester United side, irrespective of the manager to an extent when it comes to big teams. You know, when they booked Liverpool earlier this season, it was at a point in time where I thought, all right, we need to start getting some results on the board. You know, Manchester United should be the game that inspires us to be up for the fight and all the rest of it. And yeah, Manchester United turned up, Liverpool didn't necessarily turn up. So I've seen United turn up in those big games, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to give them the platform to then go and beat the Fulhams, the Wolves, the West Hams of this league. And I think that's been something, you know, a number of Manchester United fans have criticised over a number of years now, to be honest with you. So definitely the right start from Carrick's perspective. Boy, you know, he just went back to, you know, the United way. And let's just lock into how United want to play. Like that first goal, pure counter-attack football, just defend for your lives, pop the ball, couple of quick passes, and just break on the team and have a little bit of pace. All of a sudden, do the side. That second goal as well with Dorgu, great finish from him in terms of the anticipation to run across the front of the defender as well. It just kind of goes to show at this moment in time that City are not the City of old, so they are far, far from it. They've got their vulnerabilities and they can be got at. But in terms of Manchester United, you've got to give them a degree of credit. You've got to give them a degree of credit because the result wasn't the reason that Amarim went. It was a difference in philosophy. He wanted to do things one way. The board wanted things to be done another way. So it was like, all right, it can no longer work. It has to be we have to go our separate ways. But the players themselves should have almost a professional pride to be like, our season's objectives are still very much attainable. We just now need to deliver and follow out the instructions that this new manager gives us. And if this new manager now starts to put Bruno in a 10, he starts to utilize the likes of Kobe Mainu, get the ball down, play, bring players into play, start using what most United fans are screaming out for in terms of obviously getting the likes of Mbeumo, Sesko, those players involved more. I think they would be feeling themselves that this season there is an opportunity because the league is still poor. I'll stand on that, and that's a hill that I'll die on. The quality of the league is poor, and I've always levelled that Manchester United have got one game a week. So if their players have got anything about them, given how poor the league is, they should feel that, you know, top 4, top 5, Champions League finish is well attainable. So they seem to have that little new manager bounce and that energy. The question now for the likes of Shells is how long does that last?
For sure, man. For sure. 40 games a season is crazy works. Obviously, Prince, you got them on the weekend, on the Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're nervous or anything like that, but again, because you're playing them on the weekend, what's your take on them? Yeah, currently, bro. And,
No, slightly nervous, bro. Slightly nervous, man. What I can say is, you know, when people always talk about, this DNA talk, DNA. Sometimes you hear it and you think, come on, man, what is DNA? The manager's gonna come in with a style of play, and now that's your new DNA or whatever. But what I can say is, I felt like for the first time, I actually felt like, raw, this DNA thing might be real, because I won't lie, that Mbuemo goal, yeah, it was reminiscent of, I'm not saying that they're of that level, but you remember the Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo just bombing at you, like, and just like killing off your team, like them times there. Like I said, I'm not saying Mbuemo and them man are Rooney, Ronaldo levels, but I'm saying that's the feeling I was getting when I saw Bruno Fernandes driving at the heart of City, and he has like options everywhere. I was like, rah. And obviously, like you said, we played them on the weekend. The kind of football we play, especially at home, we like to dominate the ball, dominate the opposition's half. So I'm thinking, all right, if we're keeping them penned in, doing our normal horseshoe passing, Saka to Odegaard to Rice to Martinelli, and back and forth. Man United pick it up once, counter, like that's gonna be a there's gonna be a lot of counters
cash money.
Like I feel like it's almost the perfect game for how they played Manchester City. But like Errol said, I want to see them play, like when the onus is on them to impose themselves on the team. Like he said, when you're playing a Fulham at home, you're not going to sit back, soak in the pressure and counter. Your crowd wants you to attack. Your crowd wants you to. Do you get what I mean? So,
and that's what I'm saying. And that's when
well.
Are we really going to see that? Not even to cut you off, bro. That's when are we going to see more of the DNA? Because it's easy. I'm not going to say it's easy to sit back, but when the onus is on you to attack and a style of play to unlock the defense, has Carrick got that? I mean, we're going to see that. I mean, it's 2 big games back to back. Obviously, he's won one already. But yeah, Shells. You know what I'm saying? The United fan, I know you have had a lot to say. You're still on cloud 9. And again, you got Arsenal this weekend, bro. I know you was chuffed with the performance, but yeah, how you feeling as of today?
No, I think what everyone said on the panel is valid, isn't it? Like, don't get me wrong. Whenever a derby comes, people are like, you shouldn't celebrate because you've had a bad season. It's a derby, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to celebrate regardless. And in the manner that we beat Man City, I know we heard a lot about us sitting back, but in the first half, we sat back a lot. But in the second half, I'm talking about when we did have the ball, it wasn't reminiscent to times of Oli, because that was pure counter-attack. We played good football on the weekend, like really good football. And I'm talking about being in tight situations. You saw Kobe, you saw Casemiro, you saw us compact as a team. But definitely, our next game is Arsenal, so I'm not even going to talk about Fulham and the likes of that, because that's definitely something we improve on. We need to improve on. Yes, in the big games, we have shown that we can get points, even under Ruben Amorim. So I didn't learn much in terms of that, but in terms of the performance, I learned a lot. I've been asking for 4 at the back. I've been asking for players, Bruno in the number 10 position. And there's not many players better than him in world football when Bruno is playing number 10. Do you know what I mean? I know the consensus on YouTube is that he's a bit wasteful and that's true. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of United fans don't rate him. But again, when you play your best players in the best positions, man, it's easy stuff. Do you get what I mean? Bruno in the number 10 behind Mbuemo, it looked good, I can't lie. So moving into the Arsenal game, definitely it's going to be a difficult game. Because we're not at home no more. Arsenal's record at Emirates speaks for itself, innit? But I think, again, this game, alluding to what Prince says, this game suits us again. We can sit in, be compact. You see Arsenal struggle against deep blocks, low blocks. This is all they've been saying for the whole season. So listen, man, it's a free hit for us, innit? I'm not expecting us to go get points at Emirates, but if we do, we'll take it. You know what
I
I
hear
mean?
it.
Big up,
With that
Kobe
being said,
Mano, man. Mano,
Yes.
Mano.
I
Big
got
him up.
well, three main, of course, but I got a question though. Do you think now? Because I remember we was on here in the hands when we were
go on,
saying,
get him. Go.
I no, no, I'm not even trying to get him. I just remember, Shells was fairly confident, and this is Amarin times about getting top 4 and top 5 Champions League football. And he didn't say top 4, to be fair to him. He
Yeah.
just said Champions League football, he'll get it. Now, do you feel it's more likely that you'll get Champions League football next season, Charles?
100%, Errol. 100%, bro.
Woo.
100%. I
I did it to Ric
feel
Flair.
amazing. But listen, this ain't because necessarily because I think United are great. Again, we still have a long way to go. This hasn't proved anything because you just said it. Big games, we can do our thing. Let's see against the smaller teams. But in terms of what I've seen, in terms of how we set up now, I'm just a lot more comfortable. I'm a lot more positive about football in general, bro. I hated doing content. I hated doing content on football, bro. I swear to you. That's what Amrin was. Pause. Amrin was doing a mad thing, basically. You get me? And I just felt crap every time talking about football. I don't feel like that no more. I see far at the back.
After one,
I see
You look
Kobe
like
Mainoo.
Shells,
I
I'm
see
not gonna lie,
Kobe Mainoo, bro.
you look a little bit lighter. Your skin seems to be
Hey,
glowing.
hold on, bro. It's winter. I'm light skinned. I can't help that. I can't help that. You get me?
One game.
No, but listen, I do feel more confident. Do I think we'll get 100%? I got to see more games. Like, there's only been one game. We got Arsenal next, but after that, the fixtures ain't too bad, man. You get me?
no,
You can get a couple runs going. You never know, man. But
I don't feel like you can.
Give me 5 games. You get me? Then I'll give you a real perspective.
Sorry to interrupt. I just don't feel like you can say that in the Prem. Like any 3 fixtures in the Prem, there's definitely 2 difficult fixtures. Bro.
yeah,
especially if you're Man United as well, fam.
No, but do you know what it is, Prince? More so the fact that of just what we've been saying. I know we can perform in big games, even when we had shit managers or we've been in dark spells. That doesn't mean anything to me. Like you said, go and beat the Fulhams at home. But let's see against Arsenal.
but you know what?
Let them go from there.
With that being said, I feel like this season that may have not. I mean, actually, your record this season has actually been quite good, to be fair. But you know what? I wanted to ask you: do you reckon you go with the same lineup against Arsenal?
Ooh, I think you kind of have to. You know, I think you have to. Honestly, I think Dorgu on the left against helping Shaw, because Saka always has a good game against Shaw. I'm happy with that. Dorgu's showing his potential on the left hand side further forward. I don't think you can drop him. And Buemo, I don't think he had a great game, if I'm honest with you. I honestly don't. But then at the same time, he has that in a minute. All he needs is one chance.
Bro. He's got that kind of. And I said it to you at the start of the season. He reminds me of when Liverpool signed Sadio Mane. And you know when you're trying to go in a new direction and you get a player that like you just didn't expect to just come straight out the blocks and straight fire, and you think, okay, this player can be part of the team that we're building going forward. Now we can build around him. Like, let's utilize some of his qualities and let's find another counterbalance. And the way that Liverpool did it was getting Mohamed Salah to be that kind of counterbalance for Mane. You might have that in Cunha, you might have it in Sesko. Obviously, Bruno now playing in the 10. He might feel a little bit rejuvenated and revigorated to go, okay, yeah, this brother right here, me and him can put some serious numbers up together. So, and Bremo's a problem because he does have that kind of grit and raw determination that I think United, in terms of players that you've had the last couple of seasons in silence, the fair weather players. It's got when the going's good, I can, I'll turn up and I'll be smiling, I'll be doing all the presses and all those things. But when things get bad and we're in a bit of a rut, you need players that are prepared to stand up and be counted. And then Bremo seems like he's got that kind of, he's kind of got those minerals.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
I feel like again, just going back to the team, it's just we're in a bit of a conundrum because it's like, how do we get Mbeumo and Ahmad in the same team? Do you get what I'm saying? Because I know obviously Ahmad played through the Mbeumo played through the middle, played up front, but then if you want Sesko in the team as well, how does it all work out? It's good options to have. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but for me, again, I just think Ahmad, in terms of an out and out winger, he's better than Mbeumo, but then Mbeumo is the best goal threat in our team. So it's like, you know what I mean?
I think start of the season, I feel like it was there, innit? Like, United have got good attacking options, bro. That was a given, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, maybe not everyone can play for it to work. I mean, you see how Amram tried to get everyone in, it wasn't working, try to change it, blah, blah. And you know what? Mbeumo has played in a 2 before, you know what I'm saying? Brentford, you know what I'm saying? He's very decisive, close to the box, half space. And I feel like that's where Man United killed T. Yeah, it was kind of tight, but the positions that Bruno was picking up, bro, it was causing them too much problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
You
man.
know Man City are currently down 2-0 to Bodo.
What?
Chill
Man
out,
City are losing right now to Bodo Glimt 2-0.
You're lying.
Chill
I
out,
swear
man.
down, bro. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
they are.
changed. That's all I've seen in the
No,
group
it's
chat.
still it's still there.
2-0.
Who
And there's
are
a
they
goal.
playing? Though?
There's a
Bodo
goal.
Glimt.
Foden,
Bodo-
Haaland, Cherky.
Nah. What players? Who, like,
Oh.
it's a B team, yeah?
Brother, Rodri's
Brother.
starting, bro.
Brother, look at this team.
Haaland's
Wait.
playing, bro.
Haaland, Cherky, Foden, O'Reilly,
yo.
Rodri, Reinders, Eight Nori, Elaine, Kusanov, Lewis, Donnarumma.
That's a bad
First
look.
team, pretty much.
I'm seeing
That's a bad
pending VAR. Pending VAR. Someone's getting there's another goal they're looking at.
Bro,
Yo, that's
KJ's all there. They're losing, bro. Check it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
carry on.
they're in a bad
You
way.
see the other the one of the first episodes I was on when you man were saying if I'm worried about Arsenal because of some of our performances and that, and I said to you, yeah, it's a bit concerning, but what's giving me hope is the state of these other teams, and it looked like City was about to get into form, but boy, like I said, man, the state of these other teams is
That's disgusting.
I've been so consistent on my take with City, bro. Honestly, they're just not the same team no more. They don't fear me, and that proved to me what I saw on the weekend. The most differential in XG. I know people take it as pinch of salt, but they got absolutely battered. Do you get what I'm saying? But what just before we move on from Man United, what do you think it would take for Carrick to seal a permanent job here?
Again, question to you: Do you want him to have a permanent job though?
I don't personally because I want the Zerbi or dreaming.
The
I want
Zerbi.
in it. Listen, I want him, bro. But if Carrick gets us top 4 and we continue playing a brand of football similar to this, then I can't argue with that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't. Yeah.
I can't. What do you want me to say? Because it's like this is the thing with interim managers. Because it's like, can you really get rid of Carrick if he gets us in the top 4 and he has us playing well?
But then it goes to the point because that's where. Gotcha. That's kind of what I was hoping you'd say, because the reality is, at that point, then I've got to question the standards, because the standards to me at that point kind of suggest that top 4 is just going to be good enough, and we can repeat this cycle.
But bro,
but what else can he do?
Wait,
that's not about him. It's not about him. The next person that you get in, that should be if we're in the Champions League, it's because we want to win it. And now we're in the Champions League, we need to stay in this bracket, and then we need to go and challenge for a league. So you want a manager that's capable of packaging all that up. Whereas if you just get Carrick and think, yeah, top 4's good, easy, KJ. But if you just think, top 4's good enough, Carrick, I can rest on it, I can chill.
So you're saying basically, even if Carrick gets top 4, they should move him on, because if he gets top 4, it's sending out the wrong message, basically.
I think so.
It's not that it's necessarily sent out the wrong message. I just think the standards when you look at the standards, there shouldn't be an expectation that Carrick is going to be the guy to take you to the top. There should be an expectation that for the next couple of years, we're going to be a top 4 team, and he's going to do a bit of an ollie, and we're going to hope that if we get lucky, we might see another bad season, and United might be the best team on job. But to go and get the certified manager that you could take you to the next step, that means the likes of Bruno might stay. That means you might be able to get some better signings in the summer. That means players that want to, will prepare to go to City now are looking at you going, nah, go to United. United have got Champions League football. They've got a top manager. They can push for a league in a couple of seasons. Now they're building a new team. Ahmad stays. Kobe stays, signs new contracts. It's just about the message that it sends out. And I think if they are happy to just settle for someone like Carrick because it's stability, and the people above him can be a little bit more of a controlling mechanism. Like De Zerbi, I don't know his temperament, but is De Zerbi the type of manager that's going to get told, you have to play this way, you have to play this way, or is he going to say, nah, you've brought me in, this is what I'm doing? Man United have just stepped away from a guy that was really hard-headed because they want to be able to control the whole situation.
So, Errol, sorry, just to interrupt you, the whole situation was about the formation, right?
Yeah.
So De Zerbi can play either. Do you know what I'm saying? He's played a 4 at the back at Brighton. I know he plays 3 currently with Marseille, but like I don't. My thing with Amrin was the lack of flexibility. Do you get what I'm saying? Managers can have their system and their structures, and that's fine. I feel like managers have to stick to that. But if something's not working, bro,
you have
and
to
you
adapt.
continue, exactly, and that's my point, Prince. If you're at your job and you're consistently underperforming, what's gonna happen to you?
Yeah, you're out of there.
You're out of there. So that's my point. If you're not adapting, that's the whole reason for it. So I agree with you. I think with where Manchester United are at now, no, top 4 is not what we want down the line. But right now, bro, I'm playing 40 games a season, Errol. 40 games, bro. I've watched my team. I'm gonna watch my team 40 times this season, brother. If you give me top 4 now, I'm taking it. Yes, I agree with you. I just don't want to fall in the same Ollie error that you have to keep an interim manager, because I believe this next job now, the next manager has to get. We have to get it nailed on, and we need a serious manager. So whoever the serious manager is, if he's available, go and grab him. If not, if Carrick gets you top 4, and then give him in for another year or whatever.
So sorry, just one thing, just before you move on to this. I just want to ask. So, are you saying you want an established big name or winner or something like that? You don't want no project kind of manager.
I'm done with the projects, Prince, bro.
No,
get me. There's enough projects.
Like a Glasner. What about like a Glasner?
Nah, okay. I don't. You know what Glasner?
My man's traumatized with a 3 at the back.
Listen, I'm PTSD. Any manager that's coming through, I don't want to see it. I don't even care. Like I don't want to. You get me? I don't care if it was your best because you played it because you're certain a system because of Palace. I don't care. I don't want to see Glasner, bro. I don't want it. Forget the projects. I need someone ready-made.
Alonso's out there, man. You get me? If you can get in before Liverpool sacks Slot, fam, you might.
Alonso ain't coming to United, but
I'll play.
Road to 40 games. Road to 40 games is dark.
No, that's calm, man. that's bro.
Hey, listen, no, right now.
I know at the start of the season, it was road to 40 points. So the fact that you've got 40 games under your belt, yo, you're nice.
It's true.
Hey, remember we bucked you at Anfield and you still got to buck us at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on, innit?
Let's move on. Obviously, the top of the table, Arsenal. Prince, as you said, man. You know what I'm saying? It could be Champions League. It could be Prem. You're at the top. But there's been a lot of concerns with Mikel Arteta and his squad. No, you know what? Let's talk about the result first and foremost. You know, I know you was on a roundup with us the other day. Obviously, it's been a couple of days now. What, upon reflection, what's a fresh pair of lens?
Obviously, you get me, top of the table, man. I'm just trolling, really and truly. We are there, but like you said, they're concerns. Like the result, being able to zoom out and look at it from at a whole after City's played and Villa's played. Yeah, it's a 7-point gap, so it's still a 3-game swing. So you can. It's not the end of the world. But it's just like, it depends how you want to look at it, isn't it? There's 2 types of Arsenal fans. There's the type that's looking at it like the glass half full, like, oh, listen, our attackers haven't even started clicking yet, and we're top of the table. So once they start going off, we're just gonna take off. And then there's the other side that's like, yo, this is our attack clicked. This is it. This is as good as it's gonna get until something changes tactically or personnel wise. So it depends which side of the fence you are. Me personally, I'm on the positive side. I feel like there's no way you're telling me this is the most we're gonna get from the likes of Eze, Saka, even Gyökeres himself. Even Havertz to come back. I just feel like there's way more to give.
Too clear on that. You get me? This might be it for Gyökeres. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, for Gyökeres, it might be it. But still, like, I'm expecting him to have a better second half than your first half. Like Man United, you played these centre backs before now. Like there should be a little bit of vengeance in you. Even like, all right, cool. I remember first game, this thing happened. Remember, like, you fell over, flicking his hair, the lip bodied it. So like, do you know what I mean? Like now, it's a familiar place now. It's not like the first time you're coming up against these man.
You see what it is right now. Yeah, he's had unlimited chances, bro.
Yeah.
Does he even start?
It's like if the squad's fully fit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a thin line because obviously it's like you're playing on the players what kind of mentality they have as well. So you try to keep starting him to give him that confidence, see if you can play him into form. Obviously, it's been half a season, and now if you bench him, it's like, will he ever come good from that? Is he the type of player to take that on and say, do you know what? Let me prove myself, or is he gonna go into his shell? So in terms of Gyökeres, yeah, it's a it's a bit of a catch-22 there, but yeah, in the whole, the result 0-0. That's the second 0-0 in a row. And personally, I'm even feeling tonight's Champions League game could end up as a 0-0. Not even just Arsenal, but football as a whole. I'm seeing that goal scoring is becoming extremely tough. If you look at the goal scorers of last season compared to this season, not everyone's hitting at the same rate. Obviously, apart from the freaks like Haaland, even you see the Prem, how tight it is and how it feels like no one's performing. I personally think that's due to a bit of a tactical changes from even the lower teams, because even the lower teams are able to sit in and make it so tough for, you know, how like everyone gets onto Arteta, how he plays defensively, long throws, set pieces. I feel like the league has kind of started.
It's you, man, bro.
Whether it's us, man, or whether he saw it ahead of the time and said, "Yo, we gotta get on board with it." Yeah, take your pick.
You might not be like Bolton and that, bro.
But
like, down to the Reebok Stadium with Kevin Davis, long day.
Yeah, it's difficult to break teams down right now, and us with our attack that's not as fluid. Like I said, we do the horseshoe thing a lot where Saka has the ball, and because he's left-footed, he wants to come inside more than go outside. He comes in, Odegaard's there, gives it to Odegaard. Odegaard, the same situation.
You know, it's Prince.
It's just literally back and forth. No one penetrating really. A little bit of foreplay.
Before I give it to the rest of the panel, my whole thing was that if Arsenal don't really score from set pieces, bro, you are not really giving me anything, bro. That's just me, and I've been saying that from the start of the season. But when you're winning games, it's like, yo, shut up, you can't really speak, whatnot, blah blah. That's always been my thing. But yeah, no, Errol, what's your take on Arsenal? Because I know.
Wait, sorry before you go, Errol. Yeah, sorry. Man City are losing 3-1.
3-1. I've just
Rodri sent off, and they're about to concede another goal. Never mind.
Where's the pen?
The big chance is gone. Never mind.
Okay.
3-1. Sorry,
just before Errol goes, what you said, Hans. I agree with you. I feel like with the plethora of players we have now in attack itself, we should be able to come up with more ways to open up teams. We should have more combinations. We should have different patterns of play now. It shouldn't just be like
it can't be the same. 100%.
We're gonna get a set piece. The game's gonna open up. Then we're gonna they should think of another, even if you think of another dirty method, if it's not a court, but there should be another way, bro.
You've tapped into the dark arts, absolutely. But I think one of the glaringly obvious things with Arsenal, not necessarily just Arsenal, just with Mikel Arteta in general, is the fact that he's really struggled to get the best out of a striker or his attacking force as a body of work. If you look to his 6 years or whatever he's been there now, there's only really been Mikel Moreno, Gabriel Jesus, and Martinelli with a bit of Saka. All the others fell off a cliff and didn't really come clutch. And Kete didn't get anywhere near it. He locked off like Lacazette. He locked off Aubameyang. The others there, they had one good season between the three of them. Jesus, Martinelli, and Saka all had that really good season. But even then, he didn't get over 15 goals in the league. So,
you know what? Sorry, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. I just got to point to this because I actually spoke about this earlier. And I agree with you. We haven't seen Arteta coach a 9 yet. Yeah. What we have seen, he has kind of improved some wingers. I remember even articles of Sterling saying, he helped improve him. I think he made Martinelli look a little bit better off the wing. But in terms of a 9, he hasn't had, he's never really coached a 9. And even if you look at his time at City, I believe his time at City was literally when they was getting rid of Aguero and they won the league with Foden. So even in his best time as an assistant, he never really coached with a 9. He's always had a false 9. So maybe that could be it might be a true thing. Maybe Arteta doesn't know how to coach a 9, but
I don't
go on,
think
bro.
Just quickly before you go as well, Errol, I think that's similar to what Pep was doing as well. Pep doesn't even like a 9. He's just got a freak in Haaland. He's been playing for, obviously, you saw it with Messi, again with Bayern.
Lewandowski, Bayern, you get me,
So
like
it wasn't really, but yeah, sorry, he's
Muller.
from the same ilk, innit?
Like he used Muller there because he could be that false 9. It was
Yeah,
it was the perfect type of player for what Pep wanted to do. And I don't think it's a case of him not being able to, because look what he's been able to do with Mikel Moreno to an extent, and Kai Havertz has had moments where he's been utilised. I just don't think he likes an out and out 9 that has a game. So if you know what your game is and you know what your strengths are, that doesn't suit Arteta, because Arteta can't mold that into his system that he's creating. And he's now, or it looks at Gyökeres this season, it looks as if he's struggling to be able to then at least tap into his qualities and say, well, we're going to play to his strengths. So then it means that the players, again, you'd expect the players to then start by this point in the season now to trust them a little bit more, play those through balls, give him a little bit of a higher rate of service, but they're still not providing those opportunities on the plate. I remember a lot of the, not necessarily the criticism, but I remember a lot of the observations last season from Arsenal fans was, if we would have just had a bagsman up top to finish a couple of those chances that flash across the box, and this one, that one.
Do you know what the rebuttal is now? Everyone else is chipping in with goals, bro. It's mad.
And it's been a goal. But while it's working, as I said, like Hans,
you can't complain.
You can't complain. You've just got to keep taking it. I think this is where. So I'll look at the weekend's game, but just before we do that, the last weekend's game where they dropped points to Forest, and you might say, yeah, well, we extended the gap back to 7. That to me wasn't necessarily all on Arteta. To me, that was a lot on the players. And it's one of the criticisms that I've said about Arsenal this season. A lot of people have, when I do content with them, have always said, Arteta will be the reason we don't do it. It's Arteta. And I said, no, because eventually you've bought players, Declan Rice being one, that was supposed to be transformative. Where are those individuals within your team that go, all right,
did she reckon after the game?
Well, there's that, but we know what's expected of us, and we know the way that we're supposed to set up and play. But when things aren't working, and we're professional footballers, you've all played games, and you just know what we've been doing for the last 10 to 15 minutes just isn't working. Let me just try something a little different. Maybe it's just a little through ball over the top. Maybe it's just a smash one from 25 yards. Let me just do something that goes against the grain of what we've been told to do.
It's true, because
I know we need to grab the game by the scruff of the neck.
It's mad because
Sorry, Hans. Let me just land it. Nobody did that on the weekend, and that to me is going to. I don't know if it's going to be enough to trip Arsenal up this season, but I do think the same questions of Arsenal will be asked next season, irrespective of whether you win the league or not. Because you haven't went out there and done anything convincingly to say, now they've got players that are on smoke. He might be on job, but he's not on smoke.
No, I just even want to just say quickly, bro. I've never seen Arsenal really shoot from outside the box, anything different. But you know what's the craziest thing? And before shows go, it's like, I don't think even like, because there is that to it as well. But also like going back to again the Arteta poor manager, because they're saying because substitutions are also tactics as well. When you look at it, how is Arsenal or Arteta bringing on Mikel Moreno for a goal rather than Eze? Do you know what I'm saying? Because these things also
he scored more, innit?
He has scored more, but in a 10. Like and this is where we look at Arteta, like, bro, like what's wrong with you, bro? You know what I mean? So it's just interesting. But yeah, shows. Would you take on Arsenal currently, bro?
Do you know what it is? Again, when there's 7 points clear in it, so it's hard to be critical to them. But it's stuff what we're saying in terms of like Arteta. I just feel like too many times it's too much like for like. Do you get what I'm saying? Way too much like for like. And you can do like for like sometimes, but again, you're chasing a goal. Just take off Zubimendi. Don't need Rice and Zubimendi.
Against to cut you up, bro. Rice can play DM, bro, and have Eze and Odegaard, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying start the game like that, but like if the game's going and you need a goal, bro, don't go like for like. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's good. I feel like with Arsenal as well, I know they extended their league to 7, but it comes down to mentality, bro. You want 9 points there, bro. Man City just been obliterated from by Man United. Go and make that 9 points. Go make it unrecoverable. Do you get what I'm saying? So stuff like that. But I do agree. with Errol in a sense as well. Like sometimes, yes, it's all on. Sometimes it is on the manager. Sometimes it is on Arteta. Yes, we know he's very safe, but bro, sometimes as a player, especially when you're paying 350k a week, bro, go and beat your man. Go
Bro,
do something.
I was hearing that these players were transformative shells. That's the bit for me that I'm like, if Declan Rice is as transformative as like we're 3 seasons into the transformation now, I need to see it.
Yeah. Go and who's gonna take the game by the scruff of the neck? And that's what I feel like Arsenal sometimes lack, that star power.
You know what?
Their Premier League goal scorer, before you go,
Yeah.
they've got 5 goals. Their highest Premier League goal scorer is 5 goals, and they're winning the league still. That's mad.
It's crazy. But you know what's the craziest thing? That the maddest segue is, and I want to ask Prince this, is your skipper, Odegaard, because there's been a lot of speculation about he's got a captain armband. I said it before. He's mastered the art of doing nothing, bro. You know what I mean? But what is your take on your skipper right now?
I'm not actually like the rest, like a lot of the Arsenal fan base, fam. I'm a big Odegaard fan. Like I think he's a baller. I think he had a horrible season last year. I think this season he's been up and down. I feel like a lot of the fan base is reactionary, and also like kind of we're desperate, innit? We ain't tasted this like Prem trophy in so many years, so we're thinking any little thing that can stop us, we're like, no, get rid of that. Like we need, you know, like me personally, I don't mind Odegaard as the captain because I do feel like he leads by example. Whether he's playing good or not, he's gonna work. He's gonna run around on the pitch. He's still gonna put his work in. And
what about missing challenges, like hiding out of challenges against Anderson? I saw that too.
No, well, obviously this is the thing. Anderson was just stronger than him, fam. I hear it. He got body, but a lot of people also forget. Just the other week, they were praising him for bodying Tillemans out of the way and playing a through ball to.
It's consistency, though. You want to see this every single week, bro.
Of course. What I'm trying to say is, this season, I think he's been up and down so far, but I can't lie. I don't think any of our players have played to a great standard. And yes, he's the captain, but what I was gonna say is, this whole thing of the armband and like, we should give Rice the armband or this guy the armband. I don't really see. I know people are saying, "Oh, we'll take the pressure off Odegaard," but at the end of the day, these men voted for him to be the captain. So I don't know what that could be disrupting in the changing room, giving someone else the armband. And me personally, I like my captain to just focus on the job. I like Declan Rice, but he's a bit too online, he's busy doing too much other stuff, bro.
What about Gabriel?
You know what I mean?
What about Gabriel?
No, Gabriel's 30, fam. I feel like
I
feel like as well, if you're a leader, fam, like, bro, just lead, fam. Why do you need the armband, fam?
It's true.
If you're really that leader, fam, just do your thing. Do you get what I mean? So
and that's why I feel like it works in Arsenal's favor, because there is a couple alpha males. You know what I'm saying? You got the Declan Rice, you got the Gabriels, you got the Salim. So I hear it, you got the Timbers.
To finish on the points that the man them were saying about Arteta players. I think we spoke on this in one of the last episodes when I said that in some situations it's like the manager can only get you. Like, he's gonna help you stay solid, get you to the final third, then you create. Do you know what I mean? So 100. In some instances, I do think, it's on the players, but then also I do think some of the lineups haven't been the best lineups. So if we're talking about that Forest game, when you're starting the front three of Gyökeres, Martinelli, and Madueke, for me, that's screaming transition. It's screaming, okay, you want to hit these men on the break or something, but we're playing Forest. So it's not making sense. And I don't like having 3 transitional forward. I feel like you should always have at least one that can interlink, one that can play.
That's Saka, though.
But everyone's screaming for
Martinelli, Madueke, and Gyökeres, isn't it? So it was
actually, he came on as a sub.
That was gonna run down the channels and do nothing.
And tell a lie, that game. I mean, Martinelli should be finishing his dinner. There's no excuses for that, anyways. You know what I'm saying? But not interesting. I mean,
one more thing though. Don't you think his treatment, like the way he uses his squad, is weird though? Like, because for me, see that game, I played my strongest team then. Man City drop points. I play my strongest team. I'll go into the Inter Milan game with a lesser team or with Madueke then, because you're pretty much safe and sound in the Champions League, no?
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
That's what I'm
it's a
saying.
bit of
And then
because at the same
sorry,
time,
one more thing
go
as
on.
well. His treatment of Eze as well. The
I mean,
guy's
Eze
on
starts
one.
today.
He started today. All right, cool. Fairs.
Mm.
All right, but listen, yeah, what you were saying, I feel like at the same time it's 17th place Forest. Like, are you saying you can't trust these players to beat them? But I do hear you, and it even brings me to another point. I don't know if you lot saw it. Wanyery's gone on loan to
Yeah,
Marseille, and
Marseille.
yeah, I think it's a good loan for him, but at the same time, I'm quite disappointed because me personally, I think Ethan Wanyery is a better right winger than Noni Madueke. I think if Ethan Wanyery has the same starts, same minutes that Madueke has in the Prem, he's not on 0 goals, 0 assists. I don't, because a lot of people don't
But
even realize Madueke's on 0 goals, 0 assists.
But your fan base still be gassing him, you know.
Hey, listen, you're talking to me, bro. You're talking to me, bro. Emotion with sports, bro.
I think
Come on, man.
I think the mad thing about Arteta, because I think you've just made a really good point there. I'll be honest with you, Prince. On more than one occasion, the youngsters have really saved Arteta his credibility. Not to say they've saved him his job, but Emil Smith Rowe, he lit up one season for him and kind of got you out of the doldrums. You know, Lewis Skelly popped onto the scene and he did bits for you, and you thought, yeah, we've got a real talent there. He could be England's new left back. Obviously, Ethan Wanyery's been in the mix. Saka, when he first came, was obviously still relatively young. It's been 6 years. So Saka 6 years ago, was he like 19 at them times? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
man,
not
18,
he's
yeah.
not 18, 19, he's not a star boy anymore. So I think he probably doesn't put enough respect on the youth talent that has helped in big moments. And then he doesn't
That's
necessarily
facts.
reward them with the platform the following season necessarily, because obviously Skelly's best work was last season and he's hardly really featured this season. Emil Smith Rowe's best work, I don't know whether he got you into. Did
He got an injury and then
and then he just never really came back. And obviously Saka's been the one, and obviously he's been the mainstay. He's been rewarded with the big contract. But I think there's something to be said about maybe the treatment towards some of those younger players.
I think there was space for Wanyery. What the Wanyery specific issue is, I believe, is that someone, whether it's Arsenal or his team or himself, wants him to play as a midfielder. And when he's played there, unfortunately, this season, he actually hasn't had the best performances. Yes, he looks good when he does a half turn and drives. It makes people say, get Odegaard out, put him in. But it's not really productive. Whereas we all fell in love with him playing right wing when Saka was out last season, and he looked like a Saka regen with a little bit of tech as well, doing the back post crosses, doing the cuttings and shooting, taking on a man. So I feel like if they had more focused on playing in right wing, he could probably still be here and have a part to play. But because it was that midfield role, there's still a lot to develop there, and it just hasn't worked out that
but
way.
Also, when you deep it as well, whether you would have wanted them in the midfield or the right wing, you've bought in 2 replacements that was always going to push down his minutes this year. You've got Eze, that was always going to reduce the likelihood of him getting minutes in the 10 position. And then you've brought in Madueke, that's also... So he's got more competition. But as you said, you think he's got more to offer than Madueke. So again, it comes down to why not necessarily Arteta trusting that these young players that have helped and give him a foundation, they can't kick on the following season.
And someone in the chat needs to help me verify, because when we got Madueke, we were told he was on a similar wage to Chelsea, 50k. Well, now I'm hearing 150k. And
there's no way you're gonna be. Yeah, he's definitely on way more.
That was the news when we first got him. That's why everyone was saying it's a bargain. But now I'm hearing 150k. Nothing's verified though. I need to know because that's gonna change a lot.
Oh, wait. Where did you hear that though?
Bro, I can show you an article, Sky News itself. When it first happened, they were saying he's gonna be on similar wages to Chelsea.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh wait, crap. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's saying 150k still.
But now it's saying,
You think my man's gonna go to Arsenal and say no way, that was never gonna happen, bro.
But that's what we heard, though. That's what we heard, innit?
Yeah. Prince, I want to ask you a quick question, yeah. Just to wrap up quickly.
Then we're gonna move on to
if Arsenal had Bruno instead of Odegaard, would Arsenal have more points than they do now?
More points than we do now?
Yeah, if you had Bruno.
Instead of Odegaard. I actually can't say, because at the same time, as like I said, he's been up and down. There's games he's actually come in and helped us win. Bruno is he's more decisive, and I'd say again, I feel like we're comparing different players. Like Odegaard to me is not a 10, fam. He's an 8. Bruno is a 10. He's a productivity king. I feel like.
Who would you rather have in your team then? Let's put it like that.
Who would I rather have in my team? Me personally, I still prefer Odegaard as a football player. I prefer Odegaard, bro.
I think that's
cool.
crazy, but I hear it.
Yeah,
that's
but
cool,
the thing is, like, if we go a couple seasons before, it'll be the other way around. Couple seasons,
Not
you
really,
know what I mean? Next season,
apart from one season, I don't think Odegaard had their numbers.
Two seasons when he got
hired. But then Odegaard's best season is nowhere near Bruno's best season. That's not even close.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, though, why I think it's an unfair comparison is that Odegaard's best seasons is him trying to challenge for the Premier League. Bruno hasn't been in that kind of. He hasn't. Do you get what I mean? Had to have that kind of running.
But that's still
like you have to win every single game towards the end of the season. Like has he led the team to do that?
No, but he's led a team to a trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? The same thing Odegaard's done. Has Odegaard done that either? Odegaard ain't done it.
That's fair enough, but he's lost finals as well.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, we can do this all day, but
Bruno and Odegaard. When you say Odegaard's doing that, Bruno also finished second one time as well. So like you haven't achieved. Odegaard ain't achieved nothing yet for you to be talking on Bruno like that. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm trying to say is that you're saying he finished second. I'm saying Odegaard was a captain of a team challenging for the title, not a team that just finished second.
But we were challenging too under Oli, and when we finished second, we was top. I think
everyone says it's killing me.
We'll stop at Christmas. Do you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, listen, we
get to a point where you man were doing it, but yeah, we had challenge. We had challenge with a title.
No, fair enough. To be fair, I'm not mad at someone that prefers Bruno in their team. I get it. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, again, I feel like it's two different roles. So it's like,
you know what? Prince, not to cut you off here.
Sorry.
One thing I realized about Arsenal fans and Odegaard, whenever you compare Odegaard, it's always two types of different players, man. I can't lie. Hey, don't shoot a messenger. Don't shoot a messenger.
For me, he's always been an 8. I don't know why they forced this 10 thing. I don't know why, fam.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Listen, man, great conversation, man. But listen, we got to move on to the previous Premier League winners. I mean,
the favorites.
Hey, I was complimentary about your team. I didn't say no shot, Akin. So I know what it is right now for Liverpool. Do you get me? Like where?
But before you go, Errol, before the floor is yours, and we're gonna get into it. Yeah, one of my first episodes with Errol, he said, "I'm calm with Arsenal in the league, Arsenal in the Champions League, and I'm good." Errol, is that still possible? Would you still feel like that? What you telling me, my bro?
No, I'm still very much resigned to the fact that Arsenal are going to win this league this season. There's nobody that really wants to, put up a bit of a fight and a little bit of resistance. So, fair play to them. I've said that on a number of streams already, so I'm not going to obviously backtrack or change the script now. They've been the team that's been on job, despite the quality of the league not being to the levels we're used to expecting. They've still been on job enough. So you've got to give them credit because they've approached it as if Liverpool or City or somebody else could be there or thereabouts. So we're not going to take any chances. We're going to be ultra professional. Liverpool, on the other hand, have struggled. Bro, we haven't lost a game since we got beat by Forest in November. We're 12 unbeaten, but we're still best part of 15, nearly 16 points behind Arsenal. We have got more draws than Sully and Duchesne and Top Boy. Like we just got packs for days, bro. Yo, you don't need to go to Cali when you can just come up north. Come to L4 and we'll pattern you with a draw, kid. If you need it, we got it. You get me? And it's just I'm at a point where I'm like, I've just got to make jokes because if I don't laugh, I will cry because I was sold a dream. Like I was sold a proper dream at the start of this season. And everyone asked me to was like, but Errol, it's understandable. Look at the signings. Look at the summer. You know, Slot had done so well. And I'm like, I know. But you all told me that like it was all going to be sunshine and rainbows. And it's been dark. From game week 6, it's been dark. And like, I'm just at a point now where I'm like, right, I knew from November that we were likelihood of us winning the league was going to be virtually impossible. So I wanted us to shift our focus towards the Champions League and make sure that we build up a good head of steam so that we can actually have a complete system and style of play that is fit for when we come into the Champions League latter stages. There's a little bit of momentum behind us. We've gone 12 games unbeaten and we still don't have a style of play and we're still stinking out the gaff. And the Champions League knockout is round the corner. I don't feel as confident anymore because all that time of bedding in and using the Premier League as a little bit of a springboard and the ups and downs and a bit of inconsistency, I didn't mind the inconsistency if it meant that the performances would get better. But we've been inconsistent and the performances have got worse. So now I've got nothing to really sit on and say, I'll stick my chest out and say Champions League's looking promising. Because what I was trying to replicate was PSG from last year. What I was trying to replicate was Real Madrid from a couple of years ago, where they stunk out the group stages. They got beat by Sheriff. But they still went on to go win the competition and get into the latter rounds because they know when it comes to crunch time, they have got those minerals. I don't think our team have got those minerals at this moment in time. And the key point is we played Burnley for 65 minutes. For 60 minutes, Burnley didn't have a kick of the ball. We only scored 1 goal in that 60-minute spell of pure possession domination. So you've got possession, but what are you doing with it? You score 1 goal. Okay, that's calm. Burnley had 5 minutes. 5 minutes with the ball. That's all it took for them to carve us open, score a goal, and say, job done. Teams know, as long as we are still within touching distance of this Liverpool team within at 65, 70-minute mark, they will give us an opening. And all we have to do is stay composed and be clinical. And then they will do the rest for us. And lo and behold, that's where we're currently at. So I'm not impressed at what's going on. I do think that Champions League, position through the league, and qualification into the next round is what's keeping Slot in post. And if the worst was to happen, where we lost tomorrow, and then we need a game against, or we need to win against Carrick'S, or we started to get lower down the league and we're sitting in 7th and 8th, I think they let him go. But outside of that, I do think there's a world where, come the end of the season, the club and the manager, by mutual consent, agree that it's run its course. So
yeah,
it's dark, but as I say, bro, I feel as well. We didn't get Gay, we didn't get Semenyo. I think the higher ups have kind of ripped this season off and are just prepared to just let it play out now.
Shows, man. I know you was high on Liverpool. Yeah, bro.
At the start of the season, not
at the start of
not,
the season of predictions. Yeah. No, I got you, my boy. I got you.
letting the viewers know in it, because I've been behind these men for a while. You get me?
No, for sure. But yeah, we making them so far, man.
You know
or
what
lately,
it is, bro?
or the last, whatever.
I just look at their manager, bro. You get me? Like, I'm gonna be real, man. I don't know what's happened in it. He's gone from being a top manager. Now I'm looking at him like, bro, are you really sure with what you're doing? When I hear him at the press conferences as well about how teams set up against Liverpool and talking about that they changed last minute and stuff, it's like, bro, you just seem mad underprepared. It's like you got Wirtz, you got Isak, and you just thought it was going to be a walk in the park. And they've got a reality check in it. But when I look at them on a game-to-game basis, just what Errol was saying, they don't look great, bro. They don't perform well. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they're easy to get at as well. They had 5 minutes, a bit like Man United on the Amrin. Like, you knew they were going to score, but there's always an opportunity for them to concede a goal. And I just don't know, man. I saw the clip of Curtis Jones when he was talking to Slot. Slot's giving him information.
Position. He's like, what position? No, tell me the position, Arkid. Like, what's the communication? It's not communicating, bro.
That's my point. And I just feel like
oranges and pears right now. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's like Slot's giving them information and they're either carrying it out to what he's doing or they're just not getting it. But either or, I feel like with the squad and what Slot did last season, I just feel like he has to do better. Salah's gonna come back in now. But I don't think anyone could have seen this season from Liverpool, bro. I get a drop off, but this is like, I'm talking about the quality of them. Like, Liverpool, you're associating with
Bro,
attack.
we
football.
haven't beaten a newly promoted side at Anfield all season. We're supposed to be the champions. What is this like, bro? Honest to God, like I don't fully
That's
understand
crazy.
the depths that we fell to. I'm multiple. Like someone said to me, if someone said yesterday when I did the stream on Potter's channel, if Liverpool didn't do any signings and didn't do anything, would this team be struggling just as bad? And I
No
said,
way.
I don't think they would, because Slot then already had an example of that was already working. So you didn't have to go and reinvent the wheel last season. You just had to tweak a system that the players had already had, and it was muscle memory and it was instinctive, and he could just go out and play. He'd watch the first 45 minutes and then he'd give his input. So to the players, it felt like fresh ideas. Oh, you want me to make that run instead of this run? Oh, you want me to just drop in and sit a little bit and screen? And all of a sudden they were fresh ideas. Now he's got all these new players in that now he's got to coach with his methodology and try and get them to play within their system. I tell you, the Burnley game again, Fitz, Ekatike, Frimpong, and Carrick'S all started, new signings. To a man, individually, they all played really well on the weekend. But it's the collective unit that is struggling to see out the instructions and deliver and play as a team. So even when you say, oh, have you got the individuals to go and do it? Individuals aren't going to win us a league, and individuals aren't going to win us competitions, because the rest of the team have got a soft underbelly. We will roll over and say, yeah, tickle me, man. Tickle me, Elmo. and it's curtains. And I'm fed up with it. Everybody's fed up with it. But like I say, it feels as though the higher ups have written the season off to an extent and said, all right, we're not going to get him the reinforcements he needs. We're going to wait until the summer. And if that's the case, we're going to let it play out. Liverpool have been bad, but they're still in top four. And they're looking at it as if to say, well, we'll just see how the season plays out. And to me, that's not good enough.
I've got two questions for you. Do you finish in the Champions League spots? And also, do you reckon Slot will be there next season?
The only way Slot is here next season, I'm like, bro, we broke the slot machine after a year, lad. It's fucking bad. The only reason that he's here next season is if he wins the Champions League, and then you're looking stupid, being like, okay, I'll just.
Aaron, then you woke up. Then you woke up, brother, because it's not happening. You get me?
I know. And again, bro, it's copium. It's pure bare copium, because the reality is, we shouldn't be anywhere near a Champions League this season. We're not good enough. We're not one of the best teams in Europe right now. So to go on and win it, it's the mad thing. But that would be the only real justification for keeping them a job, or at least saying, right, we're going to get you players and we're going to give you till next October, November, Christmas time. The other thing is, if he was to get the FA Cup, I don't think that saves him. Top four in the FA Cup probably doesn't save his job.
That's all right, though.
It is, given all things considered, but I still think it's a mutual consent thing, because I don't know whether it was a case of we want him to be the next project that we're building and we're going to build around, or he was a bit of a placeholder because we didn't get Xabi Alonso and Enrique was tied up in a contract, or this one wasn't there. So
I think he's
I'm sure Shams will bite a hand for that, bro.
You'd love him to stay now.
You know,
you'd love him to stay.
Just from what I've been seeing, I've got a family that are Liverpool fans, and just from what the articles and things they've been saying me about what the club is saying, it's leaning more like they're trusting in him, their understanding of this season.
I can't lie, I think that's mental, bro.
Do you reckon you sign any players, Errol?
January or summer?
Yeah, January.
No. That's what I said to you. I think they've ripped this season off.
Man.
We lost Gay, and I know people are saying, all right, well, Gay's not just 20 million because he's getting some silly wages on 350 grand a week.
300,000 is mad, though.
Mad. He's on verge of Van Dijk's money. It's crazy. But the point is, if you knew that wasn't going to happen, or there was a possibility that City could go and steal that deal on you, we need a centre half. We need a defensive-minded midfielder. We need somebody on that left wing. And again, it's mad, but football fans are fickle. You get us a shiny new toy, and we're good to give you another couple of weeks of grace.
Sorry, Errol, let me ask you just one question. Yeah, is there any concern over the whole Isak stuff? I only ask because obviously you've got Ekatike firing. He's probably been arguably after Haaland. He's probably been one of the best strikers in the league. Obviously, you
He's
got
been the best
Thiago.
signing. He's been the best signing. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. And obviously, there's World Cup coming up. He's gonna probably go away with France. I don't know if he's gonna start, but I'm sure he's gonna play his part. Say he does quite well in the World Cup, God forbid, win it, and then he comes back to Liverpool, and Isak's all right, getting his fitness back, and Slot tries that same thing of all right, we're gonna start Isak, and like, is Ekitike gonna be okay with being the backup striker now? Is there a way they play together? Do you have any concern that by next season, ideally, I think one of them could be either pushed out or trying to get out?
I think the honest answer to that is it will all depend on the Salah situation. Because if Mohamed Salah was to go in the summer, then all of a sudden you've got no real conflict of having those two in your attack starting as many games as possible. And then anybody else that comes in is supplementary to that attacking lineup. They're the main guys. They're the guys that are going to be the talisman. They're going to have to share and build that chemistry and have that little vibe playing off each other and all the rest of it. And then anybody else that we get, Gakpo, Rio another year, there might be another sign, and it might be, a Doué or somebody else, or a Barcola that comes in. That you're playing to kind of make up the numbers to support this attack. So it all just depends on the direction of travel where Mohamed Salah goes toward the end of the season. But for now, obviously, it's almost becoming it's almost become a good situation for Slot that Isak is injured, because it's taking the pressure off trying to force that to work and that dynamic to work. Right now, what is working is Ekitike, so allowing him to just know he's going to get as many games as possible. The only thing that's going to Ekitike struggle with is his fitness. He's not the type of brother that can do 90 minutes straight, just right through. So we do have to manage his minutes, and Liverpool are a little bit light in attack at the moment. So yeah, it's difficult to say, but I just think this season now we need to finish in the Champions League spots. Again, I can see the fact that Arsenal are going to win the league. I've already kind of.
It's early, man. It's early. We're just surviving and thriving.
If he's had anything about you'd be ready to just win the league and just be done with it. Do you know what I mean? Put us all out of our misery. So that's just what I'm waiting for. And then FA Cup shells is probably the one where I'd be like,
I'm not there, broski.
You're not there. That's what I'm saying. But we would have booked you. That's what I'm saying. If you would have got through your round, we would have booked you. So I'm saying the FA Cup is probably Liverpool's best bet of silverware this season, and I still want to win.
Fairs.
No, facts.
Fairs, man.
Listen, Champions League's in about 20 minutes, so let's just quickly touch on Chelsea. I know Errol's got to go soon as well, so just when you got to go, bro. Errol, I'm going to start with you because you're going. What did you make of Chelsea's appointment of Liam Rossini? And I don't know if you watched the game on the weekend. What did you make of his style? Because at Strasbourg, he played 3 at the back. Now he's going 4 at the back. I saw a little breakdown on Monday Night Football as well. Jamie Carragher about they went man to man, and a lot of Chelsea fans, Hans included, if you watch his match reaction, wasn't happy with what he saw. But yeah, what do you make of them, bro?
I didn't see. I was doing the watch along for the Liverpool game, so I didn't see the game, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be an interesting appointment. I do think that they've appointed somebody that they can control and manipulate the narrative and the squad and all of those things. So that ticks what the board wants. Is that really what the fans want at this particular moment in time? I almost think Chelsea used to be the team that had sacked a manager to go and win major honours. Now they are sacking managers to just remain mediocre. And that's not the Chelsea that I remember. But every time you do, the Chelsea fans just fall back into this trap of, right, let's do a reset and let's refresh. And now we're about to give another extended period of not expecting this team that has been assembled to be challenging, because this manager's got to get it right. He's got to get his players in. So I feel like it's almost like a little bit of a cheat code for them to kind of, it's like, when you're dealing with a gal, and to an extent, like, there are issues in it, but she doesn't ever want to take accountability. And
that's why she's gone. She's gone.
But she'll switch up something, but then she won't take full accountability. It's almost like Chelsea are just actively trying to take accountability for the fact that they have spent £2 billion British pounds. And they £2 billion British pounds. And
louder for the people in the back.
2 billion. I know I'm Scouse, so people might struggle. 2 billion British pounds, and they're still no closer to winning the title or being in the Champions League. So, I wish the brother the best of luck. He's got his work cut out for him. I don't think the Chelsea fans are going to love it straight away. But again, right now it's been reset, so they're going to be patient. But I do look at that situation and just think Chelsea are just a mess at this moment in time. They're not serious. Liverpool aren't serious. City don't seem to be serious. Newcastle aren't serious. Tottenham aren't serious. There's just a whole bag of just dross just lingering around the league, just collecting paper. And the only thing that I'm hoping it is because there's been an extended period of football that's just been played, and it just seems like they're overworked. And two, every single season when there's an AFCON or a World Cup, particularly a World Cup, players always want to save themselves a little something.
Broski, do you know what's the maddest part? Before you even go, bro, you know, like, if you're even African, like, bro, the amount of games Chelsea have played this season already, or like the Club World Cup, bro, imagine if you had, I've said this before, if you played in the AFCON, you still got the World Cup, broski. Bro, everyone, they're cooked.
Mad.
It's cooked. Man said I'm playing, brother, and what, you want me to rest for like a month? And then, come on, bro. You're killing me, dog. You're killing me.
But man, then, blessings for having us on again, bro. I appreciate it every
it,
single
man.
time. Thank you for getting me involved. Prince, big up, bro. Catch up with you all soon. All right, take it easy. Stay blessed.
Cool.
Big up, Errol, man. Go and follow Errol on Insta. Let's go to Prince about Liam Rosenior. Then obviously we'll finish on Hans.
Yeah, cool.
What did you make of them on the weekend? I know we did the Premier League roundup, so they can obviously see you're taking that. But what do you make of Liam Rosenior in general and how he approached that game on the weekend?
Bro, I can't lie. If I'm being honest with you, I actually didn't catch the game itself. There was just so much football that day. Personally, though, from looking from the outside in, again, it's a bit like Carrick's one. I don't know how much to take from it because it was a derby, innit? At the same time, it's slightly a derby, so it's like, I need a game where it's just like a neutral state. There's no real emotions in it, and I can just see managers tactic for tactics, how the players downloading your data and how they implement it on the pitch. I still feel like the Arsenal game, then the next game. I can't. Obviously, I didn't watch it, but like I said, I don't really feel like I can judge it. Same way with Carrick, this City game, and then the United game. They're gonna be good to see what kind of attacking prowess they want to implement. But in terms of just their game,
because Prince,
it's hard
just to go off what you're saying, bro. Like, shows was like, obviously, I was pretty much disappointed because how we beat Charlton 5-1, we play Arsenal, good account of ourselves, still annoyed that we lost. Then you play Brentford, and it's like, brother, wait, hold up. Why are we playing so different, and why are we so open, and why are we not looking at, you know what I'm saying? It was that.
That's what I'm saying. You did it. You changed. You went to a man-to-man press against Brentford. The breakdown was on.
But that's what I'm saying. So even with the breakdown, I know because I saw a bit of it. It's like we like going through the middle, if you lose the ball, I hate it. And I feel like with Liam Rosenior, I feel like he wants a lot of like dribblers in like the half space rather than like turn through ball. It's like, can you dribble? And when you look at it, we ain't really got that many man that can really do that, bro. So it's techie, but overall, I just feel like Chelsea are in a bad spot right now. And again, we've restarted so many times. So it's like, when are we going to get our good days? You know what I'm saying? And I think going into this season was quite high on our horses that we won the Club World Cup and the Conference League. So then naturally, you got to be optimistic, bro, because there were trophies that were competitions that we're in. We won it. And then now we're in January and it's like, broski, we got a new manager. And you know what? The difference is, and what's the biggest takeaway from it is that, you know what, maybe Enzo wasn't the biggest, he might have not been the right guy for us. And I say this because, Liam Rosenior is going to play whoever's at his disposal. You know what I mean? Like, cool, Sarr played the other day, and I'm not saying he's ready for Chelsea or whatnot, blah, blah, but Sarr's played under Liam Rosenior. And I'm sure if Liam Rosenior trusts you, you're going to play. Whereas Enzo, he was more of a case of, nah, I'm sticking with these, man. And it was very rigid, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it, bro. With Liam Rosenior, he's going to empty out the whole clip. what can I do with the squad?
Sorry to interrupt you, Hans. Wouldn't you say that rigidness brought you success? Like you said, it won you the Conference Cup. Whether it's a bad cup or not, you was in it. You have to win it.
Yeah.
You won it.
But
You won the Club World Cup. You
It
won
wasn't
it.
a healthy marriage.
No, I agree. I hear that. But
word.
True.
You know, it's like cool. I never thought Hatter was a bad player, innit? But your coach, bro, he's playing left back all his life, bro. I'm sure he can offer you something, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my just to round up, I just feel like with Liam Rosenior, I just feel like the players that we got there, I'm not gonna say we're gonna be better, but in terms of like rotation, freshness, implementing his ideas, everyone can buy into, because I know everyone's gonna get minutes. Once you feel part of something, you don't mind getting a half an hour, because you know what? You know what I'm saying? It's different. There's a different, because if you think about it, yeah, we are trying to get JJ, Jeremy, Jacquet, yeah, but it's like we got Saw,
Yeah.
we got Anselino. Why
You
these
need an
like
established centre back, bruv. What's
but
going
no, but
on?
it's the thing. What is the proof's in the pudding? There's no we're not trying to do establish. So if you
Yeah.
got young players, bro, already, why
It's
are you buying
mental.
new man? It don't make no sense. Come on, bro. And this is where I feel like Liam Messina probably wins the head coach thing, bro. Because it's like, you know what? We're gonna bring in all these young players, and you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna play them. We need that because you need harmony, right? So yeah, bro, that's my take on it. I'm not saying Liam Messina is the guy, but for what the owners want Chelsea to do, I think it's
When
bingo,
do you
bro.
feel? When do you feel like you can give a fair take on him by like how? What run of games you feel like? All right,
This is the thing.
After this game, I feel like I know what I'm dealing with.
Cool. And this is what I'm saying, because we're 3 games in. He's played in 3 competitions, and tomorrow he's gonna play in 4 competitions off the bat. We played FA Cup, we won 5-1. We played Arsenal in the Carabao first leg, we lost 3-2. We played in the Premier League, won 2-0. And the best performance is when we lost. Huh? And then cool, we got Paphos tomorrow, Champions League. So we're gonna see.
Yeah.
Who we got in the, I think we got Crystal Palace.
Where are you tomorrow? You home or away?
We're home. So he's had 3 home games. Yeah. And this is the maddest part. Moving forward, yeah. After the Paphos game, we got Crystal Palace away, we got Napoli away, we got West Ham at home, and then we got Arsenal in the Carabao. But I think we got easy fixtures. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. No letting up, bro. Because he's talking a lot, he's doing all the right things, but brother, I can't lie, we need these 3 points. You know what I'm saying? Secured. You know what I mean? But that's my take, man. That's my take on it still.
Listen, we might as well wrap there then, innit? Because there's 10 minutes to the Champions League. I'm gonna let Prince get his drink, his little snacks before he watches Arsenal versus Inter. You know what I'm saying? But big up the panel, man. It's been a good episode today. Again, top 6 therapy. We try to do every Tuesday. We try to get a panel every Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been a good one, man. Make sure you subscribe to Errol that was on here. He's on Redman TV, but I've left his Insta in the description. And also himself, he's part of the family.
Princeton Talks, man.
Princeton Talks. What are you saying, Prince, man?
Love, man. Yeah, people follow, like, subscribe. Yeah, I've seen people in the chat, man. If you disagree with me, man, subscribe to the page. You can jump on. We can debate, man. You know
Come on, man. What's the new episode? What's it? Cannon. What's it?
Oh yeah. I'm doing a new Arsenal podcast called Cannon on the Calf, innit?
Cannon on the Calf. Sorry.
Basically, yeah. Any Arsenal fans that want to get on there, talk their thing. Obviously, I got a couple people lined up in that, but
yeah,
anyone can come on there, talk their thing and whatnot. Even ops. If you might want to come on there, bro, we'll line it up, man. And yeah, man, we're just working, man. We're trying to work, man. We're trying to work.
There you go.
Kate said he's there, man.
This is what I'm saying. Support goes both ways. I always say that.
Now we have to work. People are there. Now we have to, bro.
There you go. There you go.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, love for the man. The emotional sports every time, man.
Every time, man.
I got a cut, man, but love you, man.
Love.
Big up everyone in the chat as well, man.
No, sure, big up the chat. Big up KJ. Big up Smart. Big up True. Big up Luca. Anyone else in here? I think that's all we saw today. But yeah, man, it's been a good stream. Me and Hans.
I think Dom as well. But yeah,
Dom as well. Big up Dom. More motion. MWS. We out here, man. Peace.
Cool.